So this wasn't the original intent with, or for this week's video, but I had a wonderful surprise this afternoon. I heard my dog barking and going crazy downstairs, and I look out the window and I see the UPS man delivering this lovely giant cardboard box up to my door. And first I was caught off guard. I wasn't 100% sure exactly what it was. And then upon further inspection, I looked at the shipping label and realized it's from the Shimoda Design Company in New York. And light bulb, and I instantly realized exactly what it was. It was the Shimoda 40-liter bag that I've been hoping to get my hands onto for quite a few months now. And if you're not familiar with the Shimoda bag or the design company, it was they launched a Kickstarter program last year, and it wrapped up, I believe, in December of 2017, so just a few months ago. And their goal was to raise $30,000 for this project, and they ended up raising 6 times that. It was $180,000. So the demand for what they were trying to create was definitely there, and the problem that they were trying to solve was something other people were really interested in, and that was ultimately to design a better adventure camera bag. So I was as soon as I heard about the Kickstarter program and saw the pitch for it, I was immediately intrigued. They ended up working with 20 of the best landscape and adventure photographers in the world, and they ended up becoming the ambassadors to the project and really worked on a lot of the details and design elements that went into the bag. So it was really designed by the people that are actually going to use it, which is always a good thing. So needless to say, I'm super excited to get into it, and I know you don't want to sit here and watch me ramble on and on about it. So let's get it over here to the desk and take a look at it. All right, so this is definitely one of my favorite things to do, is unbox a new camera bag. That would not have been good if I cut it. All right. I'm going to lay everything out first. There's the inner unit. Here is the bag itself. All right, so the Shimoda camera system works a lot like the f-stop system does, where you have these internal camera units that you can move in and out of the bag, and you can get different sizes of them depending on how much kit you want to bring with you wherever you go. So this obviously is Shimoda's version. So this cover actually looks like it isn't attached, and it's not. So that is cool. The f-stop system, there isn't a removable cover, so whenever you put the ICU unit in the bag, you always have this kind of top cover that you have to figure out something to do with, and usually tuck it under the bag, or the ICU in the bag. So this is kind of neat right here that it's removable. I like that. It's a lot cleaner look. So first thing I notice is the dividers are definitely thinner than f-stop's version of these. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just different. I guess the pros would be that these take up less space now because they're thinner, and I guess the cons would be less cushion, so possibly gear damage maybe. I doubt it though. These seem pretty sturdy. So overall, I think it is a good thing. I know that this color, I think this is the sea pine color, and I forgot what they called this blue color here, but those seem to be the two main colors of the Shimoda color scheme that they use. And of course you got the Shimoda label right there, but overall it seems like pretty good quality. I like it. All right, time for the main event. Let's see here. So this is the bag itself. I had mentioned earlier that that Shimoda has 2 different color schemes. They have the sea pine, and the other color is called Blue Night. And the color of this bag that I got, is the Blue Night version. So let's take a look. Oh, wow. Very, very nice. All right, so let's jump right in. Very exciting. It's funny, you look at this stuff online for so long, and then you finally get it, and it's an amazing feeling. but I know I'm geeking out over here, but I love this kind of stuff. So so I mentioned earlier, so this is the 40-liter version. It also comes with a 60-liter version. So let's see. So we'll start at the top here. So first impressions, it definitely feels very water resistant, which is nice. I like the color. It's actually a deeper blue than it looks online, which is nice. I like that. And then it has these very nice genuine leather straps too, which is pretty unusual actually for a adventure photography bag. So that is a nice touch. I like that. And let's see here. It's got these what they call glove-friendly buckles, which basically means that you don't have to get your fingers into any particular spot to actually open these. As you can see right here, they're very thick, and you can just simply pop them out, or pop them open, I should say. And they're all like that too, so that's very nice. I like that. Yeah, this is great. And then the actual harness system. Now, if you saw my my review of the f-stop Anjuna bag, you'll know that one of my gripes about that bag was the lack of external pockets that you can get to when you actually have the pack on. And this bag actually does a much better job at that. You know, you have these, very wide harness straps here, and you got an area here for possibly a small water bottle or maybe your cell phone. And then you got an area right here where you can put, granola bar or headphones or anything that you really want. So, and that's just the harness area there. So that is definitely a very nice touch. And these harnesses seem, they're definitely thicker than f-stop, but they're not too thick. And they definitely feel like they have a little bit more padding, which is nice. And actually the padding seems to increase at the top here. So very nice, I like that. Now as far as the actual waist area here goes, oh, that's interesting. There's actually an opening here, and I'm assuming that that's probably for increased ventilation. That's nice. And the actual waist belt seems very firm, and it's definitely thicker than the f-stop version as well. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm not 100% sure what these are. I'm not sure if that's kind of an area to clip things onto or what, but I will definitely figure that out. I like that. And then there's these little O-rings here where it looks like you can possibly clip something to as well, so that's nice. Now, one of the features about this bag that I think is really cool is this, put this back here. As you can see, the harness system is actually adjustable. So depending on the length of your torso and how tall you are, would dictate whether you're small, medium, large, or extra large. So that's very nice because a lot of times you get a 40-liter bag and it probably doesn't fit very well for someone who's a little bit shorter or someone who's much taller. So this bag, in theory, should really fit anybody regardless of how tall or how short you happen to be. So that's a very nice touch there as well. So, and there's actually a nice padded handle here. So if you wanted to kind of carry the bag briefcase style or luggage style, you have that option as well. Let me actually just open it up here and take a closer look. Undo this. All right. Now this is something that I already knew that I would like this because and I've never seen a camera bag. Actually, I take that back. I think I've seen one camera bag that had an opening like this before, but most of them, the rear access panel opens like this. So in essence, when you open it all the way up, you're taking up a lot of real estate for just your bag. But the Shimoda bags actually open up to the side, which is a very nice touch. I really, really like that. I'm a fan of that. And here's that sea pine green on the inside, which is, I actually kind of like the contrast between the sea pine green and the blue night navy darker blue color scheme. I think they work well together. This back panel here is very nice. There's a lot of cushion here and a nice deep grooves to incorporate increased airflow and ventilation to kind of keep a lot of that heat off your back when you're out on location or hiking. There's actually a dedicated laptop sleeve, which I am a big fan of. The only bad thing is I own a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and this is for a 13-inch laptop computer. So my computer probably will not fit in here, but it's the thought that counts, and that is a very nice touch to have a dedicated laptop sleeve. I like that. You know, I could definitely put an iPad or magazine or book or anything in there as well. So that's nice. I like that. So let's flip it back over again and see. Now, one of the things about this bag that I was very excited about was the way that the tripod is carried, and it, from what I'm told, it's on the side here. Yes. So it has, I'm sure you can see here, this pocket that actually comes out. And what you would do is you would stick either the legs of your tripod or the head of your tripod in here, and then you would strap it down up here. So it would strap to the side of your bag right through here, but it actually has a dedicated area that it would actually go into. And it looks like you can cinch this down as well. Yeah, you can. And then when you're not using the bag, you can always just, or not using the bag, when you're not using the tripod carrying mechanism, you can just stick it right back in there, and then you're good to go. So that's a very nice feature as well. And the weather sealing on these, I'm not sure if you can see that right there, very nice and tight. And it looks like you have oh, this entire area up here. Oh wow. Oh, this is for the water bladder if you have that. Yeah, this actually has room for a water bladder as well, which I'm not a fan of water bladders, but this is a big area here. I didn't realize how big this front pocket was. That's nice. And it looks like there's another pocket up here at the top. Oh, wow. It looks like there's two smaller pockets here, and it's divided on the inside here. They're both mesh pockets. That's nice. And there's another, oops, wow. Oh, that's a very nice touch. These are attachment straps that you can attach, you know, more gear to your bag if you like, whether it's a sleeping bag, a tent, or anything. F-Stop actually charges you extra for these. So that's nice that they incorporate that and give that to you free. Very nice. But there's another mesh pocket area up here at the top. So this area here, not only is it a pretty decent sized area, but it also has 3 mesh pockets as well to put smaller bits and pieces. And honestly, that's one thing that I think is a miss on a lot of these camera bags, is they're so focused on big, huge pockets to put large gear that they miss out on all the smaller areas. Because I mean, with camera gear, there's a ton of smaller little bits and pieces that will get lost if you don't have it in a smaller pocket. So it's nice that they actually thought about that. What's this pocket here? Is this that same pocket, or is this another pocket? I'm getting tripped up with so many pockets. Oh, now this is actually where the internal camera unit will go, right in here, and then you can access, that's the back side of the back panel. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing here, Shimoda. And then you can actually see the frame here of the bag itself. So very cool as well. Let's put the ICU unit in. All right, I'm not 100% sure which way the ICU unit goes in, but we'll just try it. So this needs to go down this way in theory, and it should stuff in here. All right. That seemed to have worked. Let's zip it up and flip it over and see how we did. All right. Moment of truth. Let's see if we did it right. And I think we did. Very nice. Yeah, it fits in there like a glove. It's kind of nice too, because you have a little bit of area right here that you can get to So that's a nice touch. You can put anything additional in here that you like, of course. It's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. And then, yeah, I like that. Very nice. Fits in there good, and it definitely looks good as well. So I would have to say that the overall first impressions of this bag are very positive. Nice work, Shimoda. So yeah. Yeah, it all looks good. So yeah, I'm super pumped about the new bag. I can't wait to load it up with all of my gear. I have a trip planned to Kauai in Hawaii next month, and I'm going to be there for 10 days, and this is the bag that I'm going to take over there and use on location. So I'm really planning on putting it through its paces and determining, you know, what are the pros and what are the cons with the bag, and when I return, I'll definitely make a full comprehensive overview to share with you all. So keep your eye out for that. And I hope today's video was interesting and you're able to get something out of it. And I will see you all next week. Bye.